Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and I hope that you are having a great time. So today I am just going to get started. I want to share how one of the 4 resources which my husband and I talked about last video has helped me on my journey to motherhood. And that resource is counseling. So after the miscarriage, I got some interesting, I don't even know what to call it, but some interesting comments in terms of, being open to be a mom again and, not letting it hinder me from moving on. And at the time I really couldn't receive it because it was very traumatic for me, and I couldn't see past where it was at that time, and think about being a mom again. And so I found that counseling really helped me to walk through of some of my thoughts and feelings regarding that. And and I remember sharing with my counselor that I am hopeful for others. I had friends who were expecting at the time, and I was happy for them. I look forward to see them, and I'm not saying that some of my visits were not difficult for me, but it wasn't like I had this ill feeling toward them. I was happy for them, but I realized that I was hopeful for others, but I wasn't hopeful for myself. It was just very painful for me to even think about future kids. So I remember at one of my sessions, I shared with my counselor that, oh, I have this plan in mind. Granted, I think this may have been around January or something like that. That I'm going to, I'm going to go back to the doctor sometime in July, and I'm going to get checked out and hear what they have to say, and in December, maybe my husband and I will start trying again, and I remember she really confronted me with that. She's like, oh, so you have it all planned out, don't you? And I was like, yeah, I think that would give me enough time and everything will work out. And she's like, oh, so what does God have to say about the matter? And I don't know. But you know how we still make our plans. So I thought it was hilarious. So, of course, after that session, I really kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about, I'm like, Lord, I'm not ready. I'm not ready right now. Like, this is very difficult for me. I can't even think of wanting to try again. But it really helped me to process, this thing of control, and not only control, but fear and the anxiety that I was having, around just the whole healing journey that I was on. So my husband and I spoke to Marvin about it, and I said, you know what? I think I could make the doctor's appointment sooner than later. Let's just hear what they have to say. And if we have to do any procedures or whatever, we have time to think about it, pray about it. Maybe we also have to save. Who knows? But let's hear what they have to say. And once again, it came up for me like, was I ready to hear what they possibly had to say? Because it could be not good news. So once again, I worked through that. I had to really process the feelings that I was going through and just the thoughts. I wrote them down. I prayed about them. I addressed them in counseling. I spoke to my husband, and I just keep pushing. I kept pushing forward. And we eventually, had our appointment. And, you know, we checked out with the fibroids and everything. And I got an ultrasound done. And then I was scheduled for a MRI because they needed more information, about what's going on inside my womb. So that was a lot because one of our doctors said, we know you can get pregnant, but we don't know if you can stay pregnant. And so I just had a lot going on. I had a lot going on in my mind and in my heart. And I just really was so afraid, even just to ask God that question. The question was, Lord, what are your plans for me regarding motherhood? It was one of the most difficult questions I had to ask because I wasn't sure if I was ready to hear the answer. I wasn't sure if I wanted to hear, maybe it's adoption. Maybe, fostering. Who knows? When I tell you it was rough, it was rough. But I did pull myself to the point of asking God, what is your plan for me regarding motherhood? And the response would definitely blow your mind because it blew mine. And I'll pick up with the story on my next video. And I hope that you definitely stay tuned to find out what God's response to me was. So please, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, to share, to leave a comment. And, on your journey, I just want you to remain encouraged. Continue to seek God. Continue to surround yourself with positive people. And just remember that you are not alone. So until next time, take care.